Welcome back to Granbury TV, everybody. It's time for another sheriff's report. How are you doing?
Doing better. Doing good.
Well, that's good to hear. We're glad to hear that you are doing better, and I'm assuming your staff is doing better as well.
Yeah, they're getting better every day. I have concerns for some of the staff, especially the people who are on Lance's shift, and others in the office too, with dispatchers, and just it affected the whole office. So everybody was greatly affected, and city of Granbury was greatly affected. A lot of people don't know it, but Chad Davis, that was injured down here by the square, his wife is one of my deputies. So a lot of people didn't know that, but so it's affected us in more ways than just with Lance. So Carrie is one of ours and one of theirs too at the city of Granbury. I guess we're all one big team. So we're concerned for everybody, and hoping that everybody continues to get better every day, and I believe that's the case. I know there's a lot of people that are planning fundraisers, have already happened, some in the future, some this weekend, some tonight. Just from here into the future, there's a lot of things planned. Yesterday they were talking about a golf tournament that's going to be in the spring, or not the spring, the fall in September. Just so many different ideas are kicked out there, and it's all for fundraisers to help the McLean family and then Chad Davis. So they get a lot of benefits. Katie McLean and her kids are definitely in line for a lot of benefits, and we're making sure that a lot of this paperwork gets filled out and done and took care of, and a lot of people are helping us with that. And there's federal benefits, state benefits, county benefits, and we're going to make sure that she gets everything that we can find out there. It's been something. I didn't know there were so many different organizations out there in the country that were willing to help, but there was people that I never heard of before that are getting involved, and this is not just local, this is statewide and countrywide.
Wow, that's awesome though.
Yeah, it's a very, very good thing. And then like I said, we can't forget about Chad that was injured in the line of duty, and then his wife, one of my deputies. So we want to make sure that he gets any and all help that we can possibly get him. So if you hear about any of these fundraisers, no matter what they are, there's something for everybody out there. I just heard about a Zumba class or a fundraiser, and I don't think I probably would be very good at going to that. But some people, there's something for everybody out there.
There is.
There's dinners and lunches and golf and exercise classes, and so there's something for everybody to participate in and to help give back to these families that have gave so much. So
definitely. So
get out there and support these guys, McLean family and Chad Davis, and help all you can.
Well, it's I know. I think I can speak for the community when I say this, that we definitely appreciate the Sheriff's Department. We appreciate the Police Department. We appreciate all the law enforcement and everything that they give for us every day. And I don't think there's anything that we couldn't do to give back and help out these two families that have been affected. And we definitely appreciate you guys. And I know the community is very willing to help, and I have no doubt that they will be taken care of. So, but anyway, on to a little bit different news, our regular news, I guess.
Yeah, well, life goes on out there, and there's a lot of people out there that try to get away with illegal activities, and most of the time they get caught. So, and of course we always got drug stuff, and that's always, unfortunately, one of the big things out there. So on the 6th around 2 a.m. we had deputies conducted a traffic stop on the 600 block of Highway 377 East. During the stop, under 2 ounces of marijuana was discovered. So a 21-year-old driver was arrested and charged with possession of marijuana, Class B misdemeanor, and bond was set at $1,000. Boy, the judge let him off light. Usually they give him a $1,500 bond. And but he got out of jail, and he got out on bond, and now he's going to have to go before Judge Messina on that one. Had a traffic stop that yielded a K2 arrest, and we talked about that from time to time, that K2 is it was never meant to be a usable drug, but that's what these people have used and done with it, is smoked it and done everything they could do with it, and it's some bad stuff. It's basically synthetic marijuana, and it affects everybody so differently. It affects, we've had people in the county that have been paralyzed for a period of time, seizures, just, it's not a good thing to experiment with. Well, anyway, so here's another one. At 11 p.m. on the 7th, we had deputy conducted a traffic stop at the entrance to Oak Trail Shores, and off of Oak Trail Shores and Tin Top. And during the stop, under 2 ounces of K2 was discovered.
Man.
And there was another 21-year-old driver that was arrested and charged with possession of a controlled substance, and that's a Class B misdemeanor, and $1,000 bond was set. So I guess he hasn't made bond yet. He's still in jail. So. And then we had a couple arrested with 3.5 pounds of marijuana. While a lot of us were at the parade, a couple of my deputies were tied up. This happened, well, no, this was another one, I guess. It's the 4th of July, and deputies responded to the 1200 block of Waterview Drive at Comanche Harbor Boat Ramp, and the call was suspicious people using a bucket as a toilet.
Oh, some of the calls.
Yeah, and that's how the deputies got there. And the deputies discovered that a 47-year-old male and a 24-year-old female were in possession of 3.5 pounds of marijuana.
Ooh, that is.
Both were arrested and charged with possession of marijuana, and because of the amount, then it was a Class A misdemeanor, and bond was set at $2,500. So the female had several prescription pills without a doctor's prescription and was charged with possession of a dangerous drug. That's a Class A misdemeanor. Bond was set at $2,500. She also had the following warrants out of Johnson County: a burglary of a motor vehicle, enhanced to a state jail felony, and bond was $5,000. Driving while license was invalid, that's a Class B misdemeanor, and bond was $1,000. And 2 Class C warrants with a fine totaling $438. So both suspects are currently in jail still.
I would imagine so.
But that all happened on the 4th of July. So
Wow.
while we were enjoying the parade, then they were out getting into trouble.
Well, it's never a good thing to hear that you guys are arresting a lot of people for drugs, but it's also good on the other side that that you guys are arresting them and getting them in, and that you're catching these people versus them staying on the streets. And we're always glad to hear that you guys are on top of it and taking it off the streets. So.
There's different parts of the country that are trying to legalize marijuana and different things, but my job is pretty cut and dried. It's black and white. The laws say this is against the law, and if you break that law, then you're going to jail.
Yep.
So that's the way I got to look at it. If the House and the state representatives and on the House side and the senators on the other side come together and make laws that legalize some of this stuff someday, well, then whatever the law is, that's the way we're going to enforce it. But for now, it's a law on the books that it's against the law. So they break the law, then that's the consequences. So
they go to your hotel.
they go to my hotel. Yep.
Well, I guess it's time for our Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week.
Yep. Crime Stoppers needs information on a burglary of a habitation. The burglary of a habitation happened in the 2600 block of West Highland Drive. The burglary, can't get a tongue twister. Burglary, there I said it right now.
There you go.
Possibly occurred on June 14, 2013. Items reported stolen are a half-carat diamond, yellow and white gold ring, size 7, and a blue lockbox with 3-digit combination containing cash and several commemorative dollar bills with Santa Claus and the American flag in the middle instead of a president. Older bills released before the current print of new bills. Also missing was several $2 bills. Total value, $2,200. So anyone with information on this burglary of a habitation is asked to contact Crime Stoppers at 817-573-TIPS, or you may go online to Hood County Crime Stoppers website, hoodcountycrimestoppers.com, to submit a tip online, or you can text a tip to tip 129, plus use your message to 877-274637. All tips remain anonymous. Upon arrest and indictment, you could receive up to a $1,000 cash reward.
Well, hopefully somebody out there knows something, and they'll let y'all know so that you guys can capture this burglar and return the stolen items. So.
Yep, we need all the help we can get out there, so help us find these people or person.
Well, we wish you and all of your staff and everyone affected the best wishes of returning back to a semi-normal life, and we look forward to all the different events going out there, all of the different fundraisers for the two families. And like I said before, we appreciate everything that y'all do, and we definitely appreciate you coming in and talking to us and letting us know everything that's been going on in the community and what you guys are doing for us.
Well, thank you for your support and help and allowing me to get this information out there. And I'm going to try to make all of these fundraisers that I can. I don't know if I'll participate in the Zumba deal, but I'll be there and do what I can.
Well, thank you, and hopefully you have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
See you then. Thank you.